The following video has been rated PG-13 for, it's pretty good, if you're 13. Splorin! Good afternoon, my friends. It's right after school has gone back into session, and it's kind of nice to see Orlando, I won't say empty, but manageable again. Coming to you from Icon Orlando today, and if it looks familiar, it's because we've been here before. Sort of, at least. It wasn't Icon Orlando last time we were here, it was Orlando 360i. But in between then and now, the good folks at Coca-Cola bought the naming rights for this little puppy right here and renamed this entire structure after the soft drink. It was the Coca-Cola World, or World of Coke, or Wheel of Coke, or Coke Wheel, or Coke Spinny Thing. Coke something or other. Do you remember the name Captain America? 360i, Coke Spinny Thing, Icon Orlando, whatever it is, we're back today. There's a lot of changes, and today we're going to show you what those are, as we do just a little Splorin. We're bringing along Building Fun with Ian today, and you haven't been here in a couple years, have you? A little excited to be here today? Gonna get sugar and arcade games and taxidermy?
And Legos.
And Legos. Fairly certain he's not gonna get Legos. We're gonna start with the low-hanging fruit. Let's take a look at what's the same as last time. Starting right over here. So what's this, like a fidget spinner video game? My kid has the habit of always finding the video game places everywhere we go. I don't think he's been here in like maybe 3 years, and I haven't been here in well over a year. Last time I was here with Adventures by George and Reagan. I wonder if they still have, oh yes they do, Pac-Man hockey. It's like a giant video game seizure. If you're into video games, you probably already knew this existed, but I didn't, and I'm very impressed. That's weird. Judy Garland seems to have some sort of white powder all over her face. Where's Nola Dad 08 when you really need him? Mildly unsettling. It smells like popcorn and cotton candy in here, but they don't sell cotton candy or popcorn in here. At least I'm not seeing any popcorn or cotton candy in here. Also left over is this, the Sugar Factory, I believe it's called. Oh yeah, that's what the sign says at least. I'm not sure if it's still the case, but this place used to be at least partially owned by the Kardashians, so I've never spent any money here. But I've also never been here with a second grader before, so you can kind of see who their target audience is here, of course. And this area right here was set up for me, of course, the grape and strawberry nerds, the Smarties, the wax bottles, and even candy cigarettes, which are pretty un-PC. Yikes. I know a couple people that need this. Gummy, 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 gummy. Giant gummy bears. That's not what it looked like at first. I thought this went to the bachelorette party stuff. Gummy cupcakes. Gummy energy bears, which from what I can tell by the ingredients are energy because they're full of sugar. Well, it's called the Sugar Factory. I guess they're not really hiding anything. They're also pretty well known for these. Of course, the largest part of this is dedicated to the Merlin attractions, such as Madame Tussauds, the Ferris-wheel, and Sea Life. I did all three of these attractions and they all opened up. It's been a while, of course, but the attractions are pretty much the same. Down below, I'll try to link up to the Sea Life walkthrough and the ride through on the eye. I don't have a video from Adam Tussauds, but I'm pretty sure you can find them. Looks like they've added one of these 7D dark ride adventures since the last time I was here. They're not really dark rides as much as they are just flight simulators. Also new since the last time is this Sweet Amanda's machine. Looks like it's a candy vending machine, but you could also buy yourself a stuffed monkey, lion, I think, or polar bear. Also new is a Walgreens, because of course you can't have a corner without a Walgreens. That means there should be a CVS over there. I'm sure it's coming. The Skeleton Museum was here, but a lot of this other stuff is kind of new, at least new in the last year or so. Dead elephants, kids. Get your dead elephants here. Justin Scarred? They've got a store for the Skeleton Museum here too, including skeletons. Yeah, that's how I want to go. The humor here is a little dark. Looks like the museum itself is that way, and admission is $20 for adults. Though the store is free, and as you can see some skeletons and skulls without paying admission. All the death and keep your dollars. Obligatory Ben & Jerry's, obligatory coffee, and being a hip city like Orlando, obligatory tapas. One of the biggest changes here at Icon Orlando 360 is the amount of places to eat. When this place first opened up, there wasn't a whole lot here. It opened up, I want to say they had like Yard House and Tin Roof, but now they've got a whole bunch more options for pretty much any palate. Uncle Julio's is a Mexican restaurant, a cantina if you will. The Yard House, of course, remains a perennial favorite. The tapas and the coffee bar that I pointed out previously. Here's more of this dragon breath thing that I keep seeing everywhere. If you're not familiar with the dragon breath, apparently it's a cereal that's infused with liquid nitrogen, so when you eat it, you blow smoke out your mouth for a while. Which doesn't sound all that appetizing to me. Might seem kind of blasé, but my personal favorite restaurant over here, of course, is Buffalo Wild Wings. Looks like we have cookies and smoothies and pretzels over here. The Rock Bar Orlando. Cowgirls to the locals, of course. Cowgirls. Which is the home of bull riding, whiskey, craft beer, burgers, and sports here at Icon Orlando Coke 360 wheel thing. Look at that big wheel. As a personal recommendation, if you're looking for something a little quicker, a little less expensive, but really good, the Shake Shack up there could be the answer for you. Unfortunately for me, it has been the answer for me multiple regrettable times. And as we saw, the Sugar Factory. I always like to come back to these murals a few years later and see how many of these celebrities they're really regretting putting up there. Well, the silver lining, I suppose, is the Orlando batch hasn't actually killed anybody yet. But there's still time for that, isn't there, Jackie Chan? If you want some cool Disney and Universal merchandise, or some not quite Disney and Universal merchandise, this might be the stop for you. 360 Gifts. For that loved one of yours back home that deserves an obscene ashtray. Of course, we can't do a video about the big changes here at Icon Orlando until we've looked at the biggest change of all, and I do mean the biggest. Would you get a load of those swings? Opening in late spring here in Orlando, 2018 of course. These swings are the highest and I believe the fastest swings in the entire country, possibly even the entire world. If you've ever wanted to dangle over iDrive at more than 400 feet up, this might be the attraction for you. Now this isn't the first time that large, tall, fast swings have come to iDrive. If you go up the road about a mile, there's a place called a Magical Midway, and they've also got a tall swing ride. Up until now, the tallest and the fastest around, at least around here. Not these days. I'm hoping, of course, that you've enjoyed this tour of what is new here at Icon Orlando 360 Coca-Cola wheel swing place here in Orlando. Hey, if you have been here and you've got some personal favorites, if you'd like to see us do a little bit more exploring in, make sure you're right down below and do the subscribe and bell thing. You know Uncle Splorin and Ryan sure would appreciate it. And hey, Building Fun and Ian and I will see you next time when we do just a little exploring.